And I heard you guys talking about The Who.
Yeah.
I thought that this is the rough thing about white people and their racism. I like Norton is very fair.
Yeah, Norton is.
Norton's very fair when he's talking race. You're very fair when you're talking race, but you're not fair. You
He's
have
pointing at Opie,
you
by the
have
way.
yeah.
Did you need to say that?
Really? I think that was obvious. Jesus.
Like Norton goes in trying to be fair. Opie has a feeling. It's either or. He's like, fuck it, I'm against this, or fuck it, I'm for it. There's not a Norton's in the middle. You're either side.
The Jay-Z's song just bothers me, and I don't even know why. It just bothers me, because I really remember that song growing up, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing with this song? And I know that's the thing, and a lot of rap guys are doing that, and I just don't understand it. I don't have an understanding for it.
More black people would just agree with white people if... I'd even agree with the crackers in the hills.
Wow.
Fighting against the government.
Yeah.
If they didn't want to kill me too. Like I'm for them. And I'm saying The Who, I hate long, nigglety national anthem shits.
Right.
But The Who was great. I thought The Who was great for the halftime show.
Yeah.
The crowd was really into them, man. Usually the crowd doesn't give a shit. But then you go right into sampling and hate in the but I'm like, that annoys me too.
Yeah.
But just fucking throw in some white shit too. Like just throw in, give us something so we can agree with you instead of going a zabba zabba zoop zap.
No.
And that's fucking horseshit Roger Daltrey or whatever the fuck.
Hold on, listen to me. That's complete bullshit. We've done an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on how the white man ripped off the black man and the whole fucking blues thing. We did a whole fucking thing on our show. We really have. We've played both sides of this one.
All right, I didn't hear that one.
Oh yeah, it's a legend.
It was on a Wednesday. Huh?
No, I think you might have heard some of that. Dude, you definitely heard some of that.
I think I might have been here.
We played the Zeppelin.
The Led Zeppelin stealing thing.
Yes.
Now, I want to hear Patrice finish. Jimmy's very fair. Opie can go either way.
Yeah, like
where
Opie
do I
can go,
fall? Now, where do I fall in?
You represent complete unreasonable white guy. And that's what bothers me. It's the complete... When I try to school black people into white people, like I try to give them some knowledge. I go, look, man. Yeah, motherfucker. I go, look, man. White people ain't fair when it comes to these art. It's like you can't look to have a fair art. Norton's very rare. Norton will go, okay, and then he'll but you're unfair. And then you get unfair racist, fucking riled up like, yeah, and then they go, doobie-dat. No rapper. This is what I'm saying. I know your white ears don't hear. I said a boobity, 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 boo. Like, don't do that shit. Just be real when you say it sucks.
And a little soft shoe. That's all I'm saying.
Completely racist. Be fair.
Because especially music is very subjective.
This world is unfair. This world is unfair to white people in a lot of degrees. One of them is historically.
Yeah.
I always said if historically they could have just show me a documentary of good white people, like Ethel in 1910 who said don't hang those niggas. You know what I mean? Just where it's just a decent white boy who said this ain't right, motherfucker.
Well, there are a couple that actually died in the civil rights movement.
But not like here are these guys that we know, like we know Martin Luther King or Malcolm X I know J. Edgar Hoover, but I don't know the good J. Edgar. I don't know the good FBI guy that said, hey man, why would you just fuck up the Black Panthers like that? They just feed the kids. Like, I don't know that guy.
But you know Lincoln, you know JFK, RFK, they were real civil rights guys.
But here's how much black people hate white people.
And that's a bullet in every one of their heads.
Excellent point. You know what? I really did raise three fucking hat removed. Wow.
Anybody who's for us getting together gets smoked.
That's true.
I will never say there should be togetherness. Because Malcolm X, when he said fuck crackers,
Yeah.
He lived a wonderful life. As soon as he said, wait a minute, I think white people I might have been wrong. Bow! Get your hand in my pocket, nigga. And it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's over. So I'm just saying, because you be, like, Opie will go, all right, fuck that. But then he'll go, nah, Opie will have a feeling like, you know what, I think I'm starting to not like this Obama. Like, first he'll go, man, Obama's cool. And then he'll go, maybe I don't like Obama. Like, he's like kind of up and down, and he believes in what he believes in. Norton goes in with an argument like, okay, let's talk about it. And you're just unfair.
I'm not unfair. I actually did a lot of research on Obama before he really, not before he became presidential timber, but during that time, during the campaign, a lot of the time, before people.
Do you
really
know why
knew
you
what he
did
was
that?
about.
I'm gonna tell you why you did that.
Why did I do that?
You're a super intelligent human being, right?
Thank you, sir.
And here's what
Here it
white
comes.
people do that my girlfriend does.
Yeah.
You know, you're smart enough to you use your powers for evil. You do your research so that people don't say you're racist.
So
Will have
I can
legitimate
have some
reasons
facts
to hate this nigga.
Yeah,
There's ammunition. Your research is ammunition.
You were never gonna like Obama.
Exactly.
I mean, we all know that. Come on.
When they say
Patrice is
this,
making
what's
a
my
point.
counterpoint?
I think Patrice makes a pretty good point. I want to go to
That is a
Trish in
good
Kentucky
point.
because she's real pissed at you, Patrice.
Why?
Trish,
Yes.
what's up, Trish?
Oh man, shit.
Patrice, can you just work on your fucking routine and just come up with something different? Every fucking time you come on this
Can I ask you a question?
Wait.
About race, fucking come up with something
I bet her pussy's wet too. It sounds like it's wet. This bitch got too much passion. You need a finger in your asshole, bitch. But first of all, you too passionate. You need a motherfucker to put something right in your mouth, man. But let me ask you a question. How come?
Let her rant.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why don't you call Anthony when he's talking about black people with this much passion? Because he talks about race quite a bit.
Ooh.
Oh, see, that's a fair point. She's annoyed with it, but you didn't.
Determined.
Beautiful. You didn't. Honey lips. Butterscotch. Honey draws. See how unfair she's being?
Yeah.
See how unfair she's being?
Work on your routine. Fucking work.
Honey.
Trish, why are you so upset? You think?
Because I'm a nigga.
Hold on, Patrice.
Shit.
I'm glad he said it because I was going to.
Trish, what are you trying to say?
This Kentucky white bitch, she's upset.
I know. I want to hear it.
She's not going to tell the truth, Opie. She's not going to say, I hate this fucking arrogant nigga. She's going to go, because it's his show. What are you, a cunt?
Trish.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Yes.
Every time he comes on the show,
Yeah.
it ends up being about race.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. It usually starts because I'm talking about it.
Well, I don't know.
Patrice chimes in.
No.
It did this time.
No.
Patrice walked in on a racial discussion.
Can I ask you a question I was listening to on
All
the
I
radio?
know is
Was you talking racial stuff before I got here?
Yes.
Did you listen to the show before I got here, beautiful?
I think we were talking about the Super Bowl. I got very confused because all of a sudden I'm like, wait, we're doing the black-white thing.
You talking about the fucking...
Hibbity-hoobity.
I might have to agree with Trish because I think we were talking
Opie,
Super Bowl.
Did you hear the hippity hop?
Super Bowl.
Yep.
You brought the racial thing
Right.
up, and Anthony went
And
on
then I
it.
started going off on Obama.
But did you hear that part, though, sweetie?
What part?
I heard them talking about the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Did you hear them talking about? Did you hear them talking about hip hop?
We were having a nice discussion about the Super Bowl.
Did you hear them talking about hip
That's all
hop?
I heard.
I heard the Super Bowl.
Yep.
You didn't
Yep.
hear hip hop exactly because you listen
Yep.
with white racial ears. You're an asshole.
Racial ears.
You're a fucking liar. You just need to say you don't like this nigga shit. It's on your rules. It's by your way. It's your way or the highway. That's historical white shit, lady. You're not fair. You're not having a conversation. You're just being a dick. You say Anthony can say what he wants because it's his show. That's not even the context,
I like
dummy.
the way she thinks.
Fucking context is Anthony can do what he wants and say what he wants, but you come in with your bullshit. Shut the fuck up. You're an asshole. You're a and you need a man. Because nobody with a happy fucking life is this passionate about shit that don't concern you. You're really angry. You need a fucking hug. You're sad anyway.
Hold on, Trish, and what does he need?
He needs to work at his job
Yep.
and come up with something original to
Really?
talk about
Oh, really?
besides the color of his fucking skin.
Really?
Have you
and
ever
did you hear
heard-
that? That his sounded a lot like nigga. That sounded like that's what you want to say to. Hey, listen. What? Can you do me a favor? Can you call? Can you call one of your black friends and have them call and we talk? Listen. How many black friends do you have? Can you call? Miss, can you call one of your black friends so we all can talk about what a fair person you are?
No, because my black friend is at work, actually contributing to society, and not talking about the color of her skin.
Well, what? Your one black friend, and you're home.
And you're home.
Do you have a job?
Of course I have a job. I'm on my way to it now.
Because why? You're white? Miss, you don't even understand how unfair and how completely racial you are.
Have you ever
you won't admit it.
Have you ever heard Patrice's act, though? It's not all based on race. You say work on your routine. Have you ever heard him talk about relationships and shit like that?
Yeah.
No. Jimmy goes, I am pricked.
Have you ever heard the other 75 million times I've been on the show and it wasn't racial?
Yeah. And most of the time we turn it off because it always
let her talk. God damn it.
Why are you being fair to this white girl?
Because I want to hear what she has to say.
She's
Because it's good.
nothing. She's already said.
All right, so just yell over. Go ahead.
Yes, I want
just yell over.
I would like to. See, yeah, you call me a nigga too, Opie.
Oh, damn.
Oh, now we're calling him a nigger.
See, that's why you let her talk. There you go. I know what I'm doing. She said it. I know what I'm doing.
All I've said is that he needs to work on his routine, and it has blown up now to me and Opie calling Patrice a nigger.
Whoa.
She's smart, too.
Drama.
Hey, Anthony, you see how smart she is?
I know.
This is what I mean. Using your intelligence for evil. She got a way to say nigger
Talk about something else
to make it not like it's her fault.
Now it's fine, yeah. She was just commenting.
I'm not going to win. And I don't want to win. I just wanted to say,
all right, listen,
talk about something else.
You're white. You win already.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who's some of your favorite black entertainers that you really enjoy that like comics?
Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, I love your stand-up. When you come on the show, though, it's like you lose your mind and all you want to talk about and is point out.
All right, let me jump in finally here. I mean, in all fairness to Patrice, this show does do a lot of black-white stuff when Patrice is in here, but Patrice was hanging outside minding his own business. Then I remember now, and Ant was doing, what were we talking about, Obama or something about the black man, and then Patrice started shaking his head outside the studio, so I went, come on in, Patrice, come on in.
Nah, but I think she's right, though. He just kind of came in with the race stuff.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, man. I think me and Anthony have very productive racial conversations.
Yeah, I think we do.
But I can't believe somebody would call as racist as you are and curse me out.
I'm racist because all I'm saying is...
I didn't call you racist.
No.
See how you're listening with the wrong ears, baby? You're a mess.
She has her white ears.
This is not about your whiteness. Yeah, you are. But you are lonely. This is the rantings of a retarded woman. You got a lot of cats and books that are doing you no justice, man. You're just...
I'm not lonely. I have a very loving relationship with my husband. I don't
really? Who you trying to fool, me or you?
Black man?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
Why don't you come to freaking Florence, Kentucky, and I'll take
Why?
you
So I can fucking be hanging from the tree in your backyard, you dummy?
I'm already associated. Patrice.
Sweetie, don't try different levels of trying to get through to me. I already know what you are. I know what you are. You're a mess.
You know what I am?
What's that?
You're an angry, mean. You're one of those old white ladies that was in the back when the kids was trying to go to Alabama University, just with a sign and frothing mouth. You're just a frothing at the mouth old white woman, man, that wants it to be the same. You just want it to be the same. You live in shitty, nobody heard of Kentucky. Who does that except for a racist? Stop it.
Trish, are you a racist?
Yeah, of course she is.
No, I'm not.
Are you racial?
No, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, nice big, to think about it. Look at me, just go to work. Go to work at your non-racial job.
Oh, we were talking about gun control. That's what brought up the black.
Oh, yeah, but it really wasn't racial. She's right.
I love fucking Jimmy.
All right, Patrice.
Jimmy is an instigating motherfucker.
All right, Trish, thanks.
All right, Trish, thanks
you. For the call. Get out of here.
You know, talk all the shit on YouTube all day long. That's what kills me. That's what I mean. I'm not letting motherfuckers be unfair by lying. If they tell the truth, I'll roll with it. But the thing is, you go in there's a bunch of Bobos, there's a bunch of fucking Wesley Snipes, there's a bunch of this. There's a whole show of me talking about sampling when you let me take over the show. The whole show is about how sampling motherfuckers ain't shit.
Yeah.
But this is what racial white ears here.
She just heard.
She's unfair.
The racial
and she
part.
don't give a fuck. She lives in Kentucky and like, they're fucking belly aching niggers. It's horseshit.
And
Shut the fuck up.
She's a phony racist.
A fake.
Like, I'd rather just confront a real live racist. Someone that admits to it and just goes,
that's why I like you so much.
I prejudge. I absolutely prejudge people based on their ethnic heritage. Not just black people, but everybody.
There you go.
I'm xenophobic. I don't really like being with people of other ethnic backgrounds. I don't feel I can relate to them as well as I can people of my own ilk. That's just the way I am. But then, you know something? I always
Which
surprise
some of your
myself.
ilk is more, by the way.
Yeah,
a lot of more in your ilk.
A lot of more. Some ilk. I do have a mixture of ilk.
So I just know, because at least you're talking honest shit. That you can have. That's what I'm saying. When you talk to somebody that mad, right? And a lot of them be that mad. That you get that mad, but you don't admit your anger has anything to do with being racial. Where's my argument? Then I'm talking about the Loch Ness Monster.
Now
it don't exist.
Right. Exactly. Right. Now you get shut down.
I'm the racist.
Yeah.
So
isolate that.
Let's go to Tom in Madison. Tom, what's going on, buddy?
Buddies, how's it going?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, I tell you what, me and my truck driver buddies, we love it when Patrice comes on because of the racial, or partially because of the racial discussion. What would be nice in the real world out here is if more people fucking heard it. And you know, you could get on network TV and talk as frank and honest as you guys do, because they prettied up so much and, you know, rainbow this, happy, joy that. And that ain't fucking real. That is not real. And you guys at least bring it down to plain speak, real world, and we get perspectives on it that you don't hear. We get real world perspectives. Be nice if more people heard it.
All right, run on, brother.
And I will say, I do get pleasantly surprised when I do sit down with people of other ethnic backgrounds and I find common ground and I talk and I go, you know something? That's a cool motherfucker. And then I sit and I go, you know, my preconceived notion was wrong. But I'll always go into something with a preconceived notion.
I always go into a Chinese restaurant going, oh, here we go.
I will, you know what I do? This is every day.
I don't care what color you are. We all fucking do that shit.
Here's two issues I have with Asians. I get a fucking knot in my stomach when I call for delivery on the phone, because I know it's going to be a chore to try to get them my address, my order. It's a fucking anxiety attack waiting to happen. What? And no, and they're like, the town. What town? No. All right, what order? All right, I need 2 egg rolls. I need wonton soup. Wait, what do you need? 2 egg rolls. No, start over. I am starting over. Shit!
The thing is, it's not that you having trouble. It's that they don't, and this is what I mean about liars. They don't even do you the courtesy of saying to you, sorry.
Yes.
I'm Chinese and I don't get it. So they get angry because they don't understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
You should order in symbols. It should just be not even numbers, symbols.
And the address
symbols.
I'd like a dragon with no onions.
I like a rice paper wall.
I like a
fuck that number shit.
With extra mushrooms in it, please.
Because they fuck up the number thing, too. Patrice's take on Chinese restaurants. You said something once on our show that still makes me laugh, where you go to the same Chinese restaurant over and over again. And I can relate to this living in New York. You go to the same restaurants, they get to know you, and every once in a while they'll throw you a free appetizer, a free glass of wine, free dessert, just to go, you know what? I see your face so fucking much. Thank you for coming to my joint. Here's a little something to acknowledge that.
They'll do it with a fork. Extra fork, no charge for you. Like, really? Thank you for my fork.
These fucking Asian restaurants won't even give you a goddamn egg roll after fucking years of service.
No buybacks.
No buybacks.
No buybacks.
They don't care. They're like, you want it? Pay for it. If not, fucking go eat Italian.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me, though. Travis in Kentucky. Travis.
Yeah, Patrice said he wanted to talk to a true racist. Well, he's got one. Go ahead, boss. Ask me whatever the hell you want.
I don't have any questions.
He knows.
What are you talking about? What kind of rope do you use on my neck, nigga? The fuck are you talking about?
I'm here.
Let me ask you. Oh, here's a question I like to have ask a true racist.
And let's listen to Travis after you talk to
that's fair. That's fair. On a historical level, Travis.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you know that, I mean, to digress a little bit, you know that intelligent black people think guys from where you are below intelligent, right? But that's not true, right?
Well, see, the problem is I'm actually not even from there. I moved down there for, I don't know, just to get out of where
Seems smart.
Yeah.
So here's the question, and what has black people done to white people for white people to hate us so much? Not what they've done to you, but what they've done, what we've done as a people to make white people just hate us so much. I think we've been very fair in this country.
I can't answer a question for somebody else. I can answer one for myself. I'm not going to sit there and generalize like you guys.
So you have a fucking actual reason why you hate all black people.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, go
All
ahead,
right,
man.
let her rip.
Okay, well, where I'm originally from is up by Flint, Michigan, and if you know that area, every goddamn time like I go to school or I go try to get a fucking job or I try to do any of that shit, I lost a $135,000 a year job because we weren't racially biased, or it was, I guess, a racially biased company, so they had to hire in people of a different race. Number one, I lost my job along with 6 other people, and 5 people that weren't even qualified got the job. There's one good reason.
Now, let me retort on this, Travis. I will say that I agree that shouldn't be the case. But to be fair, and I'm asking you to be fair, don't you think that there was a place in time where I couldn't get a job based on the same reason that you lost your job, which is I don't have to hire niggas, so I never will, but there had to be something to make it a little bit fair for a qualified black person.
You don't have to even out history. History doesn't have to all of a sudden be evened out throughout history. If something happened, it doesn't necessarily mean down the road you got to equal out the
Anthony,
seesaw.
you didn't hear me. I agree it shouldn't have to be that kind of thing, but there was no historical... This is what I'm saying about the presidency. Where you're a man of the people, I'm a man of the people,
Sure.
Everybody's out there.
Yeah.
When did you feel like this country has changed internally to basically hire a black president? I have never seen, unless you've been forced to not be racist externally, when is the internal change? Is it when? That's what I'm saying, where people go, hey, let's just end this bullshit and not be racial. Like, like he's mad because of some external reason, but internally, what has black people ever done to even the black people who got your job because they were black? They didn't do anything to you personally, Travis.
Oh, I don't have a job now and they do. That's pretty fucking personal.
Well, it was probably a white guy that fired you, right?
No, actually, no, it wasn't. The white guy that was my boss got fired 6 weeks earlier, and there's a black guy in his position now. So, no, it wasn't.
So this is just the plight of the white man.
See,
this is a white man dealing with unfairness.
Were you racist before this happened, or is it just based on this personal experience?
A lot of it's where I grew up. I don't know if you guys know anything about Michigan. I kind of grew up in the heart of Michigan militia and Ku Klux Klan country. So,
okay,
it's kind of been there.
I could blurt out immediately my major malfunction, and it is the disproportionate amount of crime in the black community that really uses up a lot of resources, prison space, court time, police that have to be out there, just because there is such a disproportionate amount of crime in the black community than there is in the white community. And I want to know why the fuck? Why the fuck? How about a little assimilation? A little fucking, you don't have to fucking have this ridiculous idea of street cred. Get yourself a fucking job. and work your way up through it. You're not going to start as the president of IBM.
Sure
and then if you got to work at McDonald's, and then a friend goes, oh, no, you can make some real money slinging dope. And then that's what they do, sling dope instead of doing the right thing.
Is that different for white people, though? That's what I'm saying. You qualify that with black.
It's disproportionate.
It's going to always be disproportionate because there's 300 million white people.
But why?
If 1 million white people and 1 million black people do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
1 million black people is still 1 million. 1 million white people is still 1 million. If there was 300 million black people and 300 million white people and the fucking figures were off the chart, then there's an argument. But there's only 30 million black people, but there's still the same number of assholes in every group.
But
there's 1 million fucking white boys. You watch MSNBC?
Yeah.
Same dumb motherfuckers doing the same dumb shit.
But it's not 50% of the prison population. 10% of the population making up 50% of the prison population.
That's what I'm saying to you is that your facts is based on the number. If there's 10 black people and 30 white people, right?
Yeah.
5 black people do some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That means half of us are fucked up. But if 5 white people do some shit, white people are less apt. It's just more motherfucking white people.
It's numbers, but then our crime rate should be a lot higher.
It is.
On average, taking into consideration the number of people. Like per capita, let's say. It should be equal.
Anthony, it shouldn't be equal unless it was an equal amount of people.
You're talking the exact opposite. Like, let's say black crime was lower proportionally in percentage-wise, then I'd buy your argument.
I think it's the same number.
No.
The same number of people. And here's another thing, too, that white people get to be. I love this. You get this.
Okay.
You don't have to, right? See, this argument should be me going, and what's your point? Now,
yeah.
White people don't ever have to associate themselves with any criminal white guy. So that means, so when you get a serial killer here and a pedophile here, you go, first thing you think of is a white boy. But white people don't go, we're a pedophile.
It's reflecting on,
but you
white
reflect
people.
Some goofy motherfucker that's broke trying to sell drugs.
Because there's too many. If it was just a few, and most black guys were it
is just a
this
few.
guy up here doing the weather.
It's a bunch of motherfucking black weather dudes.
Of course, but you know what? There's a bunch of black prisoners. And a bunch of black fucking drug dealers.
And a bunch of Mexicans and a bunch of white people.
Dead guys that are killing other fucking...
So your point is...
killed by other black people.
He's saying it's like 1 in 5 as opposed to 1 in 50. That's the point he's making.
It's too many.
But it's 1 in 50 white guys.
And that's what makes people prejudge.
Is 1 in 50.
But it makes people prejudge when it's 50% of the prison population.
You're getting your shit from...
FBI statistics?
You're not getting it from people, man. You just look. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. You're getting your shit.
I'm not saying
from
every
television.
black guy out there is a thug,
but you might as well be, because you don't give us the benefit of the doubt. Put it this way: you don't give the benefit of the doubt in the positive way. See, I don't walk by every white guy and goes, "Oh, here we go. This nigga gonna chop me up and eat me." We don't do that. Every hooker's not afraid of white guys. They love white guys.
You talk about skinheads and shit like that. If you see fucking skinheads walking down the street, that's what I'm talking about.
But that's the only... See, here it is, Anthony. That weather guy walking up the street to you.
Right.
If he's not on the TV doing weather.
I'm going, howdy, sir.
He's still a nigga. White guys... And this is why having a racial conversation with you is fun, because at least you're racist. If you don't dress up with a swastika tattoo carved in your head, or shaved, or you're not like a fucking guy who just says, I hate niggas, racism doesn't exist. So I only can have a racial conversation with a fucking racist.
Right.
I can't have a racial conversation with a white guy that just thinks horribly of black people. Because
it's camouflaged.
It's horseshit.
Yeah.
White people are not honest on this level, man.
I'll agree with you.
You know?
And I'm trying to be honest and tell you why people are racist and why they have racist ideas in their head.
If a nigga had this face...
that guy's fucking crazy.
But look at how you go...
Looking at a white guy,
that guy's crazy.
Face is completely tattooed.
But you don't associate with him. If there was a black guy with this on his face and kill Whitey, for some reason, and I wish I didn't have to, I would have to defend
I can't relate to
Can
that
we get
guy.
back to the Asians, please?
Yes, the driving.
Balloon
crazy.
Knot Joe. Balloon Knot.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Go to a Chinese restaurant. Next time you go to a Chinese restaurant, ask the waiter for a knife. They will freak out on you. They will fight with you. They will argue with you. And when they get into the kitchen, they'll lose it.
They'll lose it in the kitchen and probably spit in your lo mein.
All they will tell you.
They don't want to give you anything extra.
Fucking bayonet. Comes out with a bayonet charging at you.
They want to give you the cheap chopsticks that they can just throw away. They don't have to fucking wash nothing.
That's true. You know, I didn't even think of that.
I'm telling you, man, there's one Asian joint in my neighborhood. Not
Just the
one
chopstick.
fucking free egg roll in all these years of service.
Just a chopstick.
They'll never give you anything free, but their argument is that why do you need a knife? Everything is cut. Just please insist on the knife, and you will cause chaos in that restaurant.
I'm going to do that today. Today I go to the Chinese restaurant. Thank you, Balloon. Now let's go to Mike the Trucker. Mike.
I wish I could be more racist
Mike?
about Asians.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Hey, listen, I just wanted to comment on all this racist shit going on, okay? When I was over there in Iraq, I didn't give a shit what color the other guy was. As long as he picked up a weapon and fought as hard as I did, that's all that mattered to me.
Yeah, certain situations obviously are going to make, the band of brothers kind of thing come together.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, at the Super Bowl. Right.
Remember that? Remember that's what we were talking about? Remember?
But I just, I was raised out in Oklahoma around a bunch of trailer park trash, and all I ever heard my whole life being shoved down my throat was, it's our problem that we're poor because the black man's taking all the jobs, or the Mexican man, or whatever. But you know what? Yeah, we have to be man enough in ourselves to rise above all this bullshit and say, you know what? I'm going to better myself as an individual and not look at people solely based on race. I work for a company out of Memphis that's 90% black. I get treated just like everybody else does. So I mean, I
beat up?
Yeah. What company is this?
Builders Transportation.
What company is this, sir?
Builders Transportation out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
They're a hell of a good company, and I mean, everybody treats me just the same.
What kind of a company is it, sir?
I haul flatbeds, pulling steel from coast to coast, New York, all the way out.
See? Had to have steel in there.
Y'all are awful, man. What is this? What is this dummy corporation that's hiding a drug dealer's money?
All right.
You know all his friends laugh at him. How's your boss doing?
Yeah, that's it.